We are now only 8 days away from when the Senate says they are going to go back on recess for another month. We have White House negotiators negotiating with House Democrats on figuring out this next stimulus deal. Are they getting any closer? I'm going to show you a very important clip from Mark Meadows. You're going to see it from his own mouth on what's going on. I'm going to analyze it for you, and I am going to tell you exactly what the Democrat negotiators are thinking. It's going to be so clear. It's basically going to be like I'm in the back room with them revealing their playbook plan. I'm going to tell you exactly what their strategy is. You're going to want to hear it right after this. Welcome back, everybody. This is your stimulus update for Friday, July 31st. And the first thing we're going to do here on this episode is I'm going to show you a press statement that Mark Meadows just made. And he is like the top negotiator right now, along with Steven Mnuchin for the White House, trying to work with the Democrats in formulating the next stimulus bill. He made a statement. It's only about a minute long. I'm going to show you it in its entirety and the difficulties that he says that he is having with House Democrats in getting anything accomplished. So I want you to go ahead and listen to it, and then I'm going to give you the Democrat playbook and what they're doing to make sure that they get what they want in the next stimulus bill.
We concluded a meeting with Senator Schumer and Speaker Pelosi a little bit before 10 o'clock, and at the president's direction, we have made no less than 4 different offers to Democrats on Capitol Hill on how we can make sure that the enhanced unemployment that is set to expire today, along with eviction protection that is set to expire as well, is protected. And those 4 different offers have been actually rejected, but more importantly than that, they've not even been countered with a proposal. So the Democrats are certainly willing today to allow some of the American citizens who are struggling the most under this pandemic to go unprotected. And the president has been very clear for us to be aggressive and forward-leaning to make sure that they get protected. And yet what we're seeing is politics as usual from Democrats up on Capitol Hill. It surprises me that when we talk about compassion and caring about those that truly are in need, that a temporary solution to make sure that unemployment, enhanced unemployment continues has been rejected not once but multiple times.
And now there's a lot of important things to examine there, and I'm going to tell you exactly what the Democrats are doing in just a moment. He's saying that the Democrats are playing politics when it comes to negotiating this stuff. Both sides are playing politics, obviously. If you take a step back, whether you're a Democrat or Republican or independent, they're both playing politics. So in that statement alone, he's being a little disingenuous, but I do believe he is being genuine about 2 very important things, and that is the eviction protection for those who cannot pay their rent right now during the pandemic, and also continuing the unemployment boost. And I actually believe that they gave the Democrats 4 different plans and then said, hey, choose any one of these or switch them up a little bit and we'll go with it. And I do believe the Democrats listened to all 4 plans and decided not to go with any one of them. Now, I don't know what all 4 of the plans were. I know that one of them centered around continuing the unemployment boost at $200 rather than $600 for the next month or 2 or until they come up with a new plan. And so what I want to do is give you a little bit of an insight into the Democrat playbook right now on their hardline negotiations and exactly what they're thinking. This is what they know. The Senate Republicans are planning on going on recess in 8 short days, meaning on August 8th, they're gone for a month. And we already know that the House Democrats have already said, Nancy Pelosi has already said, we're not going on recess until we figure this out. The Republicans have a rock placed in front of them, and that rock is August 8th. And if they go to August 8th without a deal and then go on recess, it is called political suicide. They're going to be able to utilize that for every advantage it's going to give them. So right now, the Democrats don't have to give up anything. The smartest thing the Republicans could do right now, if they want to increase their strong hand of negotiations, is for Mitch McConnell to come out and say, we are also no longer going on recess. We are going to stay on Capitol Hill until this gets done, literally through August, September, October to the election. It doesn't matter. We're going to stay here until we figure this out. As long as they say we're going to go on recess again on August 8th, you basically offer the Democrats all of the cards. And I don't blame them for doing what they're doing. You're basically trying to offer this little tiny plan to continue these things. We want to continue them too, but we want to include it in the entire stimulus bill. There's no reason for us to agree to this because we're not going on recess anytime soon, but you still are. I'm telling you right now, that is exactly what the Democrats are thinking in their back room, in their office, when they're talking to each other. They're saying we've got them exactly where we want them. So Mitch McConnell, if you're listening to According to Vin right now, and you want to know what to do to help your hand out a little bit, and the recess that's coming up, that would be the very last thing Democrats would want to hear from you. If you said that, they would go, that's not what we wanted. We want them to go on recess. Democrats don't have to budge. For the next 7 days, they don't have to budge. The only group that does have to budge is the Republicans, unless they're not going on recess. I'm telling you right now, this is the greatest insight you're going to get into these negotiations because this is exactly what's happening. By the way, if you enjoy this sort of analysis, consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you guys come along with me. There is no movement on negotiations. We're not getting any closer. So are you going to get a stimulus payment, a stimulus check? You are. Is unemployment going to continue forward? It is. It's just going to be dependent on when it's going to occur. When are they going to finally get together? When are these negotiations going to end? When is one side going to go on recess or not go on recess? We're just going to have to watch it unfold. I know this is ridiculous. As Americans going through this pandemic with cases increasing right now and unemployment claims now actually increasing again because all of the new cases, and we have a Congress that can't get anything done. It's sort of normal. It's not new or anything like that, but the situation is new. The context is new, and they should be able to get something done. Mark Meadows going out there, giving out his statement. It's a little political what he's saying. Obviously, the other side's political too. Meet in the middle. Both sides need to meet in the middle. Democrats, $3.4 trillion. It is too much. There's way too much pork in that bill. You're giving out way too much money to way too many different things that don't need it. And the states don't need $1 trillion. You can lower that number a little bit. Get the number down to $2.2 trillion. Republicans, $1 trillion during a pandemic with the kind of numbers that we're seeing? Come on now. You can increase funding to states and local governments. You can increase the unemployment boost. There's a number of things you could do. Get it to the $2.2 trillion number. Inflation is not going up right now. This is the time where you guys can pass bills like this. So go ahead and do it. Once again, thank you guys for coming along with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and that you got something out of it. As always, I will catch you guys next time.